Hey everyone, what's poppin', what's tea? It's your girl Spicy Niche, and we are back again. Today we're doing a movie review on Hotel Labamba. Now this did debut in cinemas in Nigeria last year, but recently came to Prime Video about a week ago, so let's get straight into it. Hotel Labamba in essence is a murder mystery, so the girl Ella is a popular Instagram influencer and she winds up dead at the hotel. So they come in and they're trying to figure out who killed her or what happened. Now the prime suspect is Big Barry, her boyfriend, because they did have an argument, but they're also interviewing everybody in the hotel from the staff to the other patrons that are there, just trying to figure out, who killed Ella. Let's get into the plot and storyline. I'm just gonna start out with the rating first. I give this a 0 out of 1 for plot and storyline. The plot and storyline was very useless. Like, I had to force myself to watch this film, and my friend tried to watch it and she just was like, no, I can't waste my time watching this, because it was like the first 20 minutes of the film were so useless. It's like, that's when you really have to draw a watcher in to continue to watch. And they failed miserably. Even like the whole, when Bimbo's character came in, like just little details. When Bimbo's character came in as a police officer, they were using a Polaroid camera to take pictures of a murder scene. Like the whole thing just seemed like a joke. Like it was very much giving low budget. This was a low budget film that should have never made it to cinema. This should have been on YouTube. Okay, like, if I was in Nigeria and I would have paid to see this film, oh no. I would have had to DM the director. Sorry, Auntie Biden. I would have to send a DM to the director and writer and be like, babes, I need my money back. Because I can't pay for this rubbish. Like, seriously, it was so bad. It was so bad. But, let's just even get into the second category. Like, we're just gonna breeze through this. The second category, acting and performances. This is so sad because they used a lot of really good actors, really strong actors in my opinion, starting with Lateef. I feel like as an actor and as a director, there are just certain things that you don't attach your name to. And Lateef is a very good actor to me, but this role was so damn useless. Like, if I was in his shoes and I would have read the script, I would be like, this is so useless that this cannot be in my repertoire. This cannot be in my portfolio. And I feel the same way about Bioden Stevens. I know the economy is hard, and she just took on this project just to strictly direct. But even as a director, I will select the films I want to be a part of, because I'm like, this can't be in my resume. Like, I can't attach my name to this because this is useless. Do you get, like, this useless? I don't even know. I want to say that they were trying to mimic a Liberian accent, because that's what it gave. That's what it gave for Big Barry's character. It's like the diction of the words and everything. I'm like, okay, is he trying to do a Liberian accent? Even so, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. I don't know if they thought that would add an extra element of like funniness. It wasn't necessary. It was actually very like stupid and annoying. Like, it was dumb. Like, it was so stupid. More importantly, Blessing's character, who was I can't remember the name in the film, who was Zizi, aka Bimbo Ademoye's assistant detective. I feel like her character was so useless and annoying as well. Like, I'm like, this is so stupid. Like even like, there's just certain roles that I just would say no to. And I really do want to applaud Bimbo Ademoye, because I feel like she played her character very well. Like, she was very serious. If I was her, I would have had to laugh. I would have had to laugh at some point, because this film was such a joke. It was such a joke. But I feel like Bimbo Ademoye really played her character well. Blessing's character, aka assistant detective, was very annoying to me. Like, even all of the hotel staff's little rubbish Rubbish, rubbish, just absolute rubbish. So for acting and performances, simply because of Bimbo Ademoye's character, I'll give them a 0.2 out of 1 star for this category. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, it was terrible. Moving on to my third category, which is cinematography. I feel like the cinematography was fine. I didn't really have any issues except for with the audio at some points. So for cinematography, I'll give them a 0.5 out of 1. I don't have much critiques for cinematography. Now for entertainment, value, and engagement. Child. 0 out of 1. 0 out of 1. This was not entertaining. This was not engaging. This was a waste of my time. I don't even feel like there's ever been a film or movie that I have butchered in a review as much as this. This was an absolute waste of time. Like, Mr. Writer, you did a terrible job writing this. Like, there was so many ways that you could spin it. Like, the killer was so obvious. Halil was obviously the killer. Like, there was no mystery. There was no nothing. Because let's deep it. Let's actually deep it, right? Everybody's at the hotel. What's her name? Ella gets killed, right? Yes, Pearl may have had motive, and a lot of other people may have had motive to do this. The friend, all this other stuff. But the one person who is not at the hotel is Halil. Everybody else was still at the hotel. Is it not obvious that Halil was the killer because he's the only one that has Jakpa that we can't find? Then, midway through the film, you bring the real Halil, you know, to say, oh, somebody stole his SIM card. Is, again, like, at that point, it's like, okay, obviously, I think his real name was James, the fake Halil. I think his real name was James. I can't remember. But obviously, at that point, we know it's the fake Halil because he's not only did he disappear, he stole somebody else's SIM card. And he's nowhere to be found. No sort of suspense, no sort of mystery, no sort of nothing. They wasted our time doing these useless interrogations to prolong the film. It was so dumb. It was really, really stupid. So 0 out of 1 star for entertainment, value, and engagement because it was bad. Theme and message, 0 out of 1 star. Waiting be the theme, waiting be the message. I cannot even tell you. I can't tell you what the theme or the message was for. Hey, God. What? Like, y'all actually wasted y'all money producing. Like, I'm so sorry. Y'all actually spent money, paid these actors. Like, at some point, I'm wondering to myself, did these actors do this film as a favor to you? Because I can't imagine using my time to come and do this film. Unless times are really just that hard. Like, the checks must have really been clearing for some of these actors to do this film. Because what? What was the theme? What was the message? What was the theme? What was the message? Somebody tell me. And then it was also like they tried to throw like a curveball with the best friends stating that Ella was, I'm assuming, dating somebody else. And I think maybe she left that somebody else to date Big Barry. Like, just so much like little useless parts of the film that like in the end did not correlate to anything. Literally did not correlate to anything. If they could have really even spun this and been like, oh, I think his name was Uche, was the guy that she was dating, I believe. Would have been like, oh, maybe Uche saw all that she was posting on Instagram and came to see her and they got into an argument and then he killed. Like, that would have been a better spin-off. Because nobody would have, like, you know, suspected. You know, that would have been a better spin-off. But for Halil to have disappeared and then obviously be the killer is so stupid. And then, like, what was that thing that he was doing? What, ritualism? He was trying to use her to do ritual? I'm over it. So in conclusion, this film was a 0.7 out of 5. Don't waste your time watching it. It was very useless and I'm very disappointed that Biden Stevens would even waste her time directing this. The check must have been hefty. The check must have really been hefty. I'm even disappointed that Latif, Blessing, Bimbo, all, like that y'all would even waste y'all time acting in this. And they're really promoting. I remember that like, the way they were promoting this Hotel Labamba, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for it to come to either Prime or Netflix at that time. Because they were really making it seem like it was something. Meanwhile, it was absolutely nothing. It was absolute rubbish. It was an absolute waste of time. In the future, I would like y'all to be a bit selective with what you choose to do, what projects you choose to take on, because it's not everything that needs to be in your resume. It's really not. It's not everything that needs to be in your resume. Like, again, I understand times are hard. Probably the money was good, but at some time you have to say, this just can't be a part of my resume. Like, I can't put my name on this. And I feel like what they did was they used a lot of, like, known actors to sell this film, but especially Latif's character, Jesus, like that was useless. That was like, I can't even believe you took on this role, took on this Liberian accent or whatever accent they were trying to have you do. Do better. Do better. I don't need y'all to do better and have higher standards for yourself. Like, seriously. But that was my review. I don't even know how long this video is at this point. What, 10-15 minutes to butcher and like tear down this entire film. But seriously, like, it was awful, and I really just want them to do better next time. Like, like this don't even deserve to be on Prime. This should have been on YouTube. This should have been on YouTube. This really should have been on YouTube. This is not worthy of Prime or Netflix, and I can't even believe Prime bought it. I feel like the thing with Prime is they barely be having films come out, so they probably was just like, okay, whatever, like, let's just throw this on there. But yeah, no, this is definitely YouTube worthy, not cinema worthy, not Netflix worthy, not Prime worthy, YouTube. Seriously. But that's just my honest opinion. Listen, let me know what y'all thought of this film in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video.